Hello everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to This Week in Esports and Gaming, the show where we talk about the latest and greatest in business happenings for gaming, esports, and creator news. I'm your host, 𝗠MrBeast. We're here for the second week of May 2024. Let's dive right into it. For our first top 30 story, the Esports World Cup Foundation Club Support Program has been announced with 30 teams. The organizations include Cloud9, Blacklist International, FaZe Clan, Fnatic, Furia, G2 Esports, Gaimin Gladiators, Carmine Core, Gen G, Guild Esports, Koi, OG Esports, Energy Esports, Weibo Gaming, T1, Talon, Twisted Minds, Nodus Vincere, Team Secret, Team Vitality, TSM, LGD Gaming, Loud, Team Liquid, Tundra, Team Falcons, Virtus Pro, Space Station Gaming, 100 Thieves, and NIP, or Ninjas in Pajamas. Europe and North America are heavily represented among the esports orgs regions, with Asia and South America and the Middle East having the lowest representation in the bunch. The program will support esports orgs in receiving six-figure funding to enter into new esports titles, and the program will also allow orgs to expand into new international markets by signing athletes and rosters outside their home region. The club support program expanded its number of available slots from 28 to 30, given more than 150 applications were received, and 8 of the 30 clubs were selected through an open application period that measures an org's esports pedigree, its forward-looking competitive strategy and goals, and its creative approach to content and fan engagement. With the Esports World Cup coming up soon, there will be $60 million in prize pool on the line across 20 different titles. That said, if a team is part of this organization or part of this club support program, that doesn't necessarily mean they're competing in the Esports World Cup. The event itself, though, will span from July 3rd through August 25th across 8 weeks, and various titles will be spanning multiple weeks as well. And for reference, Saudi Arabia's Public Investment Fund is part of the funding for Esports World Cup, which sees its ties to Savvy Game Group, as well as ESL Faceit Group, which owns ESL Gaming, Faceit, and DreamHack. Brazil have established a legal framework for digital games. The Brazilian President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva made this official by signing into law the legal framework for electronic games. This means there will be legal basis for gaming activities in Brazil and promotes contribution to the growth of the market in Brazil, which means it will be an exciting time for games in the country. Rodrigo Terra, the president of Abra Games, said that they've been advocating for many years for this official recognition of games as an official industry by the government, as well as tax breaks. And so the framework establishes the following, which is the definition of games. It creates a clear definition for game companies and professionals, which helps game studios and freelancers. It stimulates support for new talent, facilitates the importation of SDKs, and reducing taxation on equipment and tools. It institutionalizes the use of games for purposes other than entertainment, such as therapeutic and educational purposes. It avoids prohibition or unnecessary bureaucracy, but protects kids and teenagers. And there's funds for innovation in games, tax incentives for cultural production, with up to 6% of all income tax for individuals and 4% of tax for legal entities being exempt if it's invested in game production. Tax incentives for audiovisual production, with a reduction of 70% of tax due on remittances abroad related to exploration of licensing of games, so long as they're developing independent Brazilian game projects, and improving intellectual property protection for games. Until now, games were simply a generic software development company, if you did games in your company, which means that they now have a separate designation in government databases. Brazil generated about $2.3 billion in revenue in 2021 for gaming, and it's growing at 5% a year, so it's one of the most passionate fan bases for gamers and esports fans as well. So this makes sense, and is a win for gaming in Brazil. Interested to see if other countries will do the same. Jimmy Donaldson, or MrBeast, has split from Knight, his management group. According to the report, Knight Media will no longer be Jimmy's primary talent management agency, and Jimmy's increasing his personal control of his business, which allegedly brought $600 million in revenue last year. Jimmy also made a major Hollywood deal selling Beast games to Amazon Prime Video. Knight Media's founder, Reed Dusher, started working with Jimmy in 2018 and have been working together since. However, one issue that allegedly stood between them was Reed wanting to operate Knight Media independently out of Austin instead of Greenville, where Jimmy's based out of, while Jimmy has been planning on working with a variety of talent agencies on a non-exclusive basis. He may be setting up a large competition between these various agencies to support his efforts, despite being apparently a difficult client to work with. It'll be interesting to see how talent management and creator space evolves with moves like this from MrBeast. As far as partnerships go, Netflix partners with Roblox. The collaboration will see a brand new virtual theme park called Netflix Next World come to life. This means fans of popular shows may be able to explore the worlds of those shows, such as Rebel Moon, Cobra Kai, the live-action One Piece, and Stranger Things. Team Vitality partnered with REG Esports. The two esports orgs will field a roster for the sim racing title Rennsport. This also means that Team Vitality will be one of 12 teams competing in the 2024 spring season of ESL R1. And this also means that REG Esports staff and Formula F1 driver Romain Grosjean will support Team Vitality's Rennsport roster to prepare them for upcoming events. Berlin International Gaming partnered with Software One. The partnership will see them work together on employer branding projects and talent acquisition for Software One. Software One will be the official partner of Big's League of Legends and Trackmania teams. Corsair partnered with Dundee and Angus College. This comes through Corsair for Business brand, with students at Dundee and Angus College having access to Corsair's line of products, including peripherals, kits, streaming equipment, and more. And they will also aim to bolster career opportunities and esports in general. Blast partners with Revolut. The Blast Premier Spring Final is set to take place in June, in London as well, and the fintech company Revolut will be the presenting sponsor of the event, with in-person and online activations planned for the duration of the finals. As far as finance and M&A goes, 𝗠𝗿 raised $13 million. 𝗠𝗿 will use this for its brain-computer interface technology that can work with everyday products. The company aims to advance its platform tech with a range of large-scale applications and scale its licensing business, and the funding came from Ultra Tech Capital Partners, Track, Pace Ventures, and Metaplanet. Corsair are going to acquire Fnatic. The larger parent brand Endor will be under Corsair's arm if this transaction is approved by German agencies, and Endor currently has 70 million euros of debt, and this acquisition will move to restructure that debt. Overwolf has acquired Nitro. This will bring the net 7 payouts to all publishers on Overwolf, and additionally Overwolf will double its reach to over 100 million unique users and will expand over 500 premium websites as well. Gen.G have acquired 𝗠𝗿𝗑. 𝗠𝗿𝗑 is a League of Legends data analysis and networking platform, and Gen.G will be equipping its esports academy with 𝗠𝗿𝗑's analytics tools to expand its offering. Yellow have raised a $5 million seed round. The AI startup saw its funding from A16 Games to build its 3D modeling tool Yellow Sculpt. This is a generative AI tool that will be used by artists and designers to create pre-rigged 3D character meshes from text prompts. Iconic Arts have raised $3.1 million. The LA-based multimedia entertainment studio will use this to create original properties for gaming in Hollywood. It will prototype its ideas in the market using games for platforms like Roblox, and the round is led by many in Hollywood like Eric Roth, will.i.am, and other industry veterans. As far as workforce changes go, Amir Marazi and Christopher Bowman have been promoted to co-CEO and CFO at 𝗿 Esports. Amir has been with 𝗿 Esports since 2020 and has held roles like COO, CCO, and Managing Director. He was with Re Technology and also spent time at Google for 6 years doing business development for 𝗿. He holds a diploma in Foreign Business International Management from Hamburg University of Applied Sciences. And Christopher has been with 𝗿 for about 2.5 years and has been focused on growth and finance. He was previously an investment director for a family office and also spent time at JP Morgan doing private client advisory in Germany. He holds an MBA from CSU Pueblo. Jeff Palumbo joins Palmer Hamilton as the director of esports. This is the first time Palmer Hamilton has had an esports director, and Jeff has 14 plus years of experience in esports and gaming with Lenovo, Net32, Thermos Media, and many others as well. He holds an MBA from Syracuse University. Anton Jenner has been promoted to managing director at Abios. Anton has been the founder and CTO of Abios since 2013, so he evidently is well versed within the company. He takes on this role as long-term CEO Oscar Bonnevier Froberg steps down. He holds a Master's of Engineering from KTH Royal Institute of Technology. Steve Kim joins Krafton as the VP of Head of Sales and Operations. Steve has tons of experience in gaming, as he was with Twitch for 2 years as a Director of Content Monetization, as well as Strategy and Operations in the past. He spent 6.5 years at Riot as a Partnerships Lead for Valorant Esports, among other roles in the company, and he holds a Master's in Philosophy from Boston University. David Lim has been promoted to Head of Razer Gold for Southeast Asia and Australia and New Zealand at Razer. David's been with Razer for since 2021 in September and worked on Razer Gold Malaysia first, and now has expanded to oversee a larger region in Asia. He's had a partner and account manager roles at Stream Empire Holdings, Global Blue, and others as well in the past, and he holds a Bachelor's in Electronic Commerce from Asia Pacific Institute of Information Technology. Jan Coleman joins Astragon Entertainment as the head of marketing. Jan was most recently the head of business development for German, Austria, and Swiss regions at Xsolla. Before that, he spent 9 years at Ubisoft as a senior brand manager working on Riders Republic and other titles as well. He holds a Bachelor's of International Management from Dusseldorf University of Applied Sciences. As far as new stuff goes, Dubai have announced a gaming visa. It will aim to unite content creators and provide employment and training opportunities in collaboration with international companies and academic institutions. This will be for individuals, artists, and creators via its creative and talented accreditation certificate, and is part of Dubai's program for Gaming 2033, which aims to create 30,000 jobs to make Dubai a global leader in gaming. On the other side of things, Moist Esports are filing a lawsuit against the USCIS. The lawsuit is related to visa issues that resulted in the Australian members of the Apex Legends roster for Moist Esports being denied multiple times entry into the United States over a 6-month period. The 3 members weren't granted visas with one reason being that the US Department of Immigration did not believe that the team was highly ranked as they claimed they were, and this meant that the team had to compete from Canada even though they qualified for the major in Los Angeles. The team couldn't attend, which meant Moist Esports had to drop its team. That being said, the team applied for B1 visas, which were ultimately approved, and the players placed 4th under the name Not Moist at the Apex Legends Major. 𝗠ป์has launched an esports education project. It's called Play Like 𝗠ป์and is a video series that includes 60 plus interactive sessions that helps players improve on in-game skills, strategies, and out-of-game career advancement for Counter-Strike specifically. Players can sign up online for free, and some videos are going to be available starting May 13th. Microsoft is going to launch their Xbox mobile game store. This comes from Bloomberg report, where Xbox president Sarah Bond mentioned the Xbox mobile game store will launch in July. The store will have Microsoft games like Candy Crush, Call of Duty Mobile, Minecraft, and others, and it will also be a web-based platform, so it'll be interesting to see how it goes with distribution and stickiness of this exact app store. Grid have announced the CCT details. The CS2 tournament will take place between May 16th and 23rd with a prize pool of $500,000. There will be 4 groups of 4 teams in a single elimination match, with the grand finals being a best of 5 and all their matches being a best of 3. That's it for this week in esports and gaming. Thank you so much for tuning in. Credit to the authors and brands themselves for the images and information provided. If you want to go show some support to the Esports Advocate, click the link in the comments. And if you want to show some support to me, either tag someone in the comments who would find this interesting or share this with your audience. And as always, everybody, have a great day.